Well, welcome into another Manic Monday here at Occupy Democrats. And don't you just hate it? I mean, love it when even Donald Trump and his cabinet minions can't have the 24-hour news cycle help them hide from the truth? Because what happens these days is we get all excited about some sort of news story, but it isn't finished yet. And when it finally finishes, some weeks or in this case a month or so later, what was the real reality of that? Well, that's what we have in this breaking story, because Trump and Hegseth, you got some splaining to do, and I'm going to show that story to you in just a few seconds. Take a look at what happened in Los Angeles and what Trump did to not only defy democracy, but destroy it in the process. Remember this?
Governor Newsom slammed President Trump in a formal address last night, as we heard a minute ago, criticizing the president for federalizing the National Guard and deploying Marines to L.A. and accusing him of fanning the flames of the protests.
He is mobilizing 700 active duty Marines to join the National Guardsmen who are already there in L.A. against the governor's wishes, claiming that Los Angeles was under siege.
If we didn't get involved right now, Los Angeles would be burning, and we have it in great shape.
Donald Trump, without consulting California law enforcement leaders, commandeered 2,000 of our state's National Guard members to deploy on our streets illegally and for no reason.
And then, of course, there's Pete, Secretary of Defense, just playing along like the sycophant that he is.
Are you prepared to authorize DHS to use drones and also to authorize military forces to detain or arrest American citizens?
This brazen abuse of power by a sitting president inflamed a combustible situation.
Senator, every authorization we've provided the National Guard and the Marines in Los Angeles is under the authority of the President of the United States.
Newsom also described Trump's actions as an assault on democracy, while issuing a warning to other states.
Is lawful and constitutional. They are assisting in defending.
He doubled down on his dangerous National Guard deployment by fanning the flames even harder. And the president, he did it on purpose.
So the answer
law
is
enforcement
yes.
officers,
So the
and law
answer is
enforcement
yes.
facilities,
So the answer is
in the
yes.
execution of their job
The answer is yes.
in the city of Los Angeles. And the mission in Los Angeles, as you know well, sir, is not about lethality. It's about maintaining law and order on behalf of law enforcement agents who deserve to do their job without being attacked by mobs of people.
California may be first, but it clearly will not end here. Other states are next. Democracy is next.
And when it's all said and done, since no one bothered to consult the governor, which is the law, Newsom needed to finish with this.
Democracy is under assault before our eyes. This moment we have feared has arrived.
And in this breaking story, the reason why that's so accurate, this is kind of like the Central Park Five back in Trump's era in New York when he wanted the Central Park Five put to death. And then it was discovered they were innocent with DNA evidence, and Trump never apologized. Shocker. Well, in this breaking story, guess what just came down in terms of all of those ICE agents not telling the truth. Shocker. Check this out.
Stunning error. Records show LA protest charges collapsed because of agents' lies. Documents obtained by The Guardian and reported on Monday further detail how the Trump Justice Department has been forced to drop cases against protesters in Los Angeles because of false claims made by federal immigration agents. The Guardian's review of federal law enforcement files revealed that out of 9 assault and impeding felony cases the Justice Department filed immediately after the start of the protests and promoted by the Attorney General Pam Bondi, prosecutors dismissed 7 of them soon after filing the charges, the newspaper reported. In reports that led to the detention and prosecution of at least 5 demonstrators, Department of Homeland Security, DHS agents, made false statements about the sequence of events and misrepresented incidents captured on video, The Guardian continued. One DHS agent accused a protester of shoving an officer when footage appeared to show the opposite. The officer forcefully pushed the protester. One indictment named the wrong defendant, a stunning error that has jeopardized one of the government's most high-profile cases. The new reporting builds on a story published last week by the Los Angeles Times, which detailed how interim U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Asalee, has struggled to secure grand jury indictments against Los Angeles demonstrators who have taken part in protests against immigration and customs enforcement ICE raids in recent weeks. Although his office filed felony cases against at least 38 people for alleged misconduct that either took place during last month's protests or near the sites of immigration raids, many have been dismissed or reduced to misdemeanor charges, The Times reported. Christine Soto DeBerry, a former California state prosecutor who currently works as director of the criminal justice reform group Prosecutors Alliance Action, told The Guardian that, "When I see felonies dismissed, that tells me either the federal officers have filed affidavits that are not truthful and that has been uncovered, or U.S. attorneys reviewing the cases realize the evidence does not support the charges. It seems this is a way to detain people, hold them in custody, instill fear, and discourage people from exercising their First Amendment rights," DeBerry added.
Setting aside for the moment being innocent until proven guilty, this is what Trump has created over his 2 terms, and the space in between for Biden's administration is he has created not just a level of questioning the government. Hell, I question the government. All of us question the government. No. He's made the guilty cross the line. You are going to jail without any due process or even having any of your Miranda rights really considered very much, until all of a sudden it's discovered, ooh, yeah, maybe we were lying. Yeah, maybe there's actual footage that shows that what we said isn't the truth. Maybe we acted out of turn, but how far does it go, folks? What happened in Los Angeles, the city where I live, was basically a small version. It's exactly what Newsom said in his clip. California may have been first. It won't be the last. That's a small version of exactly what autocracy, totalitarianism, dictatorial martial law looks like. That's exactly what Trump practiced. It was a practice run, and yet the 24-hour news cycle allows us to somehow forget about it. Well, always remember, there's a small ounce of justice still running forward in all of these cases of illegal detentions and behavior unbecoming. They're still going on. And in this situation, Trump and Hegseth, their LA show got exposed. You guys stay frosty.